11th of November, and we have Kate and Susanna here with Pocholo and loads of dogs. So he's going to be trotted up and just looked around, looked over, and we'll see.
It's really appeared,
exactly. This means that this is potentially bigger. Been feeling really loose, back to work, 1 or 2 weeks. This is a month later.
And that's the first time this is.
Yeah, be reluctant to flex to the right. And he, massively tighter there. Yeah, so this is this year, this is what, 6
So
months
he's
ago.
possibly a little bit dehydrated as well in April.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought so, would you? But there really isn't a lot to take off. Ideally, I want his heels to be a lot lower. I want them to be level with his sole, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
And until he's actually consistently landing heel first, because his frog isn't touching the ground
Yes, it's quite.
Gravity's really good. The frog coming all the way up to there. What you want is you don't want a 50-50 frog. There's a lot of horses. Frog only comes to here. Look where his comes to.
Yeah.
They're normally up to about there only, aren't they?
Exactly. This is brilliant. He's got a nice concavity here, so you don't need to change your cow mag to mag ox, unless you want to.
No problem.
His bars are fine. Everything is really, really good, except for that frog. Really what you want is to have the frog, you want to be able to put the rasp across the heels and have the frog touching it, and his is nowhere near it. And that's just showing that it's just not getting stimulation. But also, it's possible that it could just be where, you know, they just peel and regenerate and regrow. So his could just be doing that at the moment. But part of the frog.
But you know what I said, he's being a bit like this, so maybe he's slightly because of such he lands a little bit like this, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. So here, if you do that, it's actually touching on that side, and it's not on that side. And the whole of this side is much more built up
than the other.
side. This side is thinner and steeper. This side is much, so this is where all his weight is going. But again, it's a really good looking frog, it's long, the sole's good. There's a lot of good about that foot. If you have a look at the hoof, this is worn, this is quite bumpy.
Like that, you know, did you see in those notes? Because I made a note that he's leaning almost like this.
But also, if you have a look, this part of the frog is more developed than that part, because this is the bit he's using.
It's clear now when you point it out, isn't it?
This is that's the one that he was so high on. Still is.
But he is consistently high, and that implies I wouldn't want to change his level, because I think it's usually when something is like that, it's actually a body issue, and it's just reflected in the feet. And I can make his foot nice shape and everything, but I know the sort of work that you're doing, and I want him to be helping himself.
Also, his formation, the way he carries himself is quite different to like a warm blood or thoroughbred, isn't it? If they're more sort of long and like properly on their 4 feet, he's more like this.
He's quite upright, yeah.
And you know, and he carries himself so differently.
But he has got a nice stride length, and that's something I would look to make sure that continues. And actually, when he's working, see that he is tracking up 2 or 3 hoof prints in walk, and make sure that he is tracking up in trot at least 1 hoof print. But that's something that will come in time, and he'll have to be comfortable in these areas in order to do that, but that's another area of progression. But if he's not comfortable putting his foot on the ground, then he's not going to be tracking up because he won't be able to bring his foot forward enough to do it.
Month of November and Susanna is all seeing Kingsley. He's very dirty today and decided to have a proper facial full in mud.
Mud facial.
Yeah.
He's a little bit tight here again.
Mhm.
But not as bad as obviously he's been, so. See what we find.
Stand.
So basically, when you're on his left, he doesn't want to flex this way.
Yes.
Okay.
And he steps with the left hind sort of outwards rather than under.
He's tight here, and he was quite tight here last time as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, here.
So the only part that's better is the hamstrings.
And the belly. The belly. It's not that he's worse than last time. I think he's same, but in himself he's calmer.
Mm.
He seems happier in himself, but the tightness wise, he's probably the same, but he doesn't seem as sore. Because then he really didn't want me to touch him in certain places. There's been a lot of change for him as well, so no. Oh, he's tight here. It's so good you could even do it yourself sometimes because it's so clear. That's the groove, and obviously where the bone starts, you can see the muscle so well.
Yeah.
So not so bad here in the front actually. Fine. Quite bad inside as well. But you said he doesn't want to step it that way.
Yes.
Better on this side.
On the right.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Because this was the bad leg lift up,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it? Considering this was almost bone at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Excellent. Something good, Kingsley. Good boy.
Remind me, I'll have a good. When it's dried a bit, I'll try it
Yeah.
again right in the end properly. His leg and everything.
Paying attention, are you?
You might have treats.
Really paying attention to what's going on.
A good chance for me to press him a bit here then. You see?
Mhm. But then, don't you? Is it not a normal reaction?
It is, but
He's having a lick and a chew about whatever you're doing now.
it is a normal reaction because I did press with myself
Mhm,
almost with
yeah.
my fingers. But if they're really good, there's nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's processing.
Yeah.
He's even stopping trying to get in my pocket.
Yeah. He's sort of thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, is it good?
She likes it over there actually.
Yeah.
She wants it over there.
It's on the other side.
Yeah. And the other side is all the way almost from there.
Mhm.
Making stand up, babe. Sorry. Yeah, because sometimes when you change their legs, all of a sudden it feels totally different. But
Yeah.
it is tight here in the same spot, but it is not the same. This is normal. This is absolutely normal for working horse. Yeah, now I'm getting more reaction. I'm pressing quite hard,
Mm.
but there. Where the bone goes there.
While Kate is taking photos of Kingsley, his feet.
Hey.
That is so lovely and strong. It's really even as well.
Yes, he's right foot were always actually worse, and he now all of a sudden just.
I wasn't expecting it to be so even. Good boy.
Okay.
And if you could write also on his little sheet what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Kingsley rather. Yeah, Kingsley sheet.
Yeah.
He's feeling alright so far.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Because he also has been moving better, as in a little bit more even and keeps himself straighter.
Yeah. There's been times when he's been really bad here.
Mhm.
There's nothing really.
That's good.
Manage. But this is much stronger than this side. You see how far back that starts,
Yes.
and that's up there. So if you had like a there, so he's using this side more.
I've only come up to here. It's a bit tight here on the shoulder, but literally there's nothing that I could really sort of treat, if that's
Oh,
the
that's
word,
brilliant.
on the other side. Obviously there's a couple of bits that are a bit tighter,
Yeah.
a little bit around here, but obviously I know what he's been like at times, so yeah, very good. So I couldn't really even spend a lot of time on that side because nothing really there.
Mm.
A little bit tight on the hook, but not really anything. That's almost picking something to say. He's so good. He's enjoying that. He's such a sweetie pie.
It's just winter overnight, isn't it? Freezing.
Mm.
No burns. Well, I'll ask Meredith.